get. Like someone's like, hey, I'm your friend. And I'm like, yeah, here's my SIN number. That's social insurance number if you're in Canada. Do I have thoughts on, I hated, sincerely, to change the vibe for a second, I hated seeing Kira get slapped. In my thoughts during that scene, I was like, the only person allowed in this show to get harmed in any way should be Michael. And if someone needs to be slapped, it's Michael. So I remember being very upset. Is Miku always busy? Miku's just being amazing. Invite others. I don't know. I feel like everyone. I like to keep an open door policy with lives. From my experience of having done 3, I like to make sure that people don't feel pressured in any way. So if people come and they want to do this, I won't say no. But we'll see. So there's a question about scars. No, not Michael. He has scars too. He deserves the world. Oh, that's so kind. I as an audience member watching him from my perspective, I agree. He wouldn't though. He hates himself. So there's that. No one's behind me, but I need to look now. And I'm not gonna, because I can see in the background and no one's there. And that doesn't count as looking. That's just verifying that I was right. I didn't need to look. No, it's not peeking. It's science. Stop it. No. No, there's not something behind me. No. Favorite memories with the cast. Io and I, we had a charcuterie night. And it was the first time that we got to like hang out with like some of the cast. And it was so fun. I got to make bread for folks. I think it was, who's there? I think it was Laura. I think it was Io. I'm trying to remember the configuration. Eve might have been there. I think Miku was there, and I was there. And that was really fun. And we were just yapping and talking about the show. So that anytime we got to hang out and have food, it was fantastic. No, there's not something behind me. Don't. Unless there actually is, don't. Do I have any hidden talents? I don't reckon that I do. I'm really good at Super Smash Bros. So fight me. And I played Kirby. And I was one of the people who was really good at Kirby. So there's that. Welcome back. Did someone, oh yeah, Carlos. That's so funny. That's very kind too. Okay, what type of music do I listen to? So I learned that with Spotify, you can do the like go to radio function where you can then be like, I like this song, and you listen to other songs like it. And that's been wild. So my music has exploded for a long time. But before 2020, I was pretty like, I would only listen to like sort of within a genre. But then something happened where I started listening to Taylor Swift. And I started listening to songs that I've like always really liked, but I thought I wasn't allowed to like. Because I always loved Shake It Off so much. But I was like, I can't like it because I'm like a dude. And then I was like, what if it was, yeah, my family was like, what if you just didn't do that? And I was like, yeah. And then music just exploded from there. And then I gave myself permission to listen to all kinds of music. So yeah. Favorite Taylor Swift song? That's really hard. I feel like yeah. It would depend on the vibe, the memories that I'm trying to recall or live in. Yes, I'd love seeing people draw and create art. It doesn't have to be of me. Again, if you create anything and you're just like, Hunter, can I show you? Please show me. I would love that. Pose for a screenshot? Okay. Posing for a screenshot and it's just me talking and I stop talking, it feels like an eternity. And then I'm immediately like, that's so painful. Clara, I will reply to your comment. I promise you. Clara. Hi, Catherine. Okay, yes, please tag me in it when you're finished. That'd be amazing. What's my favorite song? What? I don't know. Let's open up the old Spotify. I did have like a playlist that I made for Michael on Spotify. It's called Countries Do You Want to Visit? I want to visit Paris, France. That'd be fun. I've got a dream to go there. But there's so many other places that I want to go. I want to visit the Philippines, Thailand. I want to go to Brazil. There's so many. I want to go to like every place that like the Bet family is in and just be like, hi. That'd be so fun. It is 10:09 there. I don't have the courage to play the guitar just yet, so we have to wait for me to get there. I will. I might. I probably won't, but I could. No. I would love to do a live baking. What kind of okay, so question for the chat. I'm gonna ask a question about what we should bake. Should we go savory or should we go sweet? Let me know. Savory or sweet? You just type it in. Savory, cool. Sour, so sweet, savory. Okay, so sweet's coming up a lot. Okay. Yeah, sweet. A lot of people are saying sweet. Sweet. We got some sweethearts in the chat. Okay. That's cool. We could do that. Okay. What about, okay, should it be like, yeah, we'll keep the vote going. Oh, thank you for the rose. Thank you. Is that what I'm supposed to do when someone gives you, I feel like that's supposed to happen. I don't feel like that was too much. If it was too much, I apologize, but thank you for the rose. Okay, so sweet. So, okay, but now a lot of people are starting to say savory. Okay, so I feel like I'm not gonna do one or the other. We're gonna start with sweet first, and then we're gonna do savory the next time. Okay, so it has to be something. Okay, so the next thing that we should do, so we're gonna talk about sweet now. Let's focus on sweet, and then I'll circle back to savory. I like this because we're planning it, and you can tell that I like plans. Should we do something that is a food for breakfast, a sweet thing for breakfast, a sweet thing for lunch, or a sweet thing for dessert after dinner? Let me know. We'll see what comes up. Okay, so dessert, breakfast, second breakfast. Let's see. I'm actually really curious about this. So we're talking about sweet things. Okay, so most people want something sweet for dessert. Okay. Okay. A dessert, hey? Okay, next question. This is actually really fun. This is great. Okay, so we've nailed it down to some sort of sweet dessert. Now, we can do a couple of things. Do we want to go like more sweet as in like fruit, perhaps? It could be anything like berry, it could have apple, something like that. Or do we want to go more into the chocolates or something like caramel? Like what are just the, no. Someone just said no. Fruity. That's so fun. Yeah, let's see you just keep on typing it in. We'll see what the algorithm says. Giovanni's doing well. Giovanni's doing really well. I have several, the sourdough saga is a sourdough saga. There's a lot more videos of just the one loaf that I made, so it's coming. Chocolate. Okay. Chocolate, that's great. All right. So chocolate dessert. I mean, we could do a brownie. we could do that. Do we want to go? Oh, okay. I actually have a question. I'll let it keep coming in. Keep a giant cookie or a bookie. Okay. So I feel like we went mostly to chocolate, right? We went to sweet chocolate. Do we want to go something that is more rustic or something that is more fancy? Rustic or fancy? Rustic can be something that's like cozy. That's something that is not necessarily a fine dining experience, but something that is like a classic that makes your heart feel like it's getting a nice hug. Fancy could be like, I'm the prettiest girl at the party. Okay, something fancy and chocolate. All right. I think it'll have to be something too that we'll be able to rustle up within a live that isn't too long. It'd be fun for me to figure out like how to do a lava cake. I don't know if anyone's had that before. Oh, no, Rustic's coming in too. Okay. Rustic's coming in. Let's focus on this. So the question is, do we want to do something chocolatey that is either rustic or fancy? Right now, rustic's coming in hot. Thank you for the rose. Rustic. I feel like rustic is taking the cake. Okay. Rust. You could if you wanted. I wouldn't recommend eating rust actually, but all right, we're gonna do something rustic. Is it okay that I think about it for a little bit longer, but that I commit to doing something rustic and chocolatey? As I want to put my like best thinking in it. I'll have to talk to my mom about what to do about this. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now, should we go into... Oh, what's the story about getting into acting? Yeah, does anyone have any specific acting questions, too? If there's any, like, acting questions? Hi, Ella. One giant chocolate cookie. How long does it take you to learn your lines? That's a great question. So, you know what's wild? When you're doing a show, sometimes the script can change up until the day before you start filming, sometimes when you get there. So usually what you have to do is you have to prepare in a couple of different ways. You can start memorizing it, and then you can like commit that to memory and then just update it as the new drafts come in. Or you can do what I was told to do, which is basically you rehearse not the lines, you rehearse the intention. So you're kind of doing an improv where you're reading the script, you're getting a sense about what your character is getting at, and then you just improvise what the lines are. And what you're doing is you're practicing like what your character is pursuing. And then when you are trying to actually lock in those words, you usually would do that maybe the morning of what you're gonna film, maybe the night before. And because you'd been practicing and the days leading up to that film or that shot, the intention, the words just fall into place. So usually it would take me like, if it was a scene that was changing, it would take me like a couple, like maybe 2 hours to get off book. Other stuff that I was a little bit more nervy about, I would spend like a week thinking about it. I would kind of like try to record me saying the lines, and then I would go on a walk, and then I would just listen to the lines in the scene. I would record it like monotoned, and like that's a really cool thing to do when like for me, I process things auditorially, so I like to listen to my lines when I'm learning them. It's what I did with an audition today, and then I can go around the house and like do chores and stuff like that. So that's a fun thing. There was a question about like how old should you be when you start? You can start whenever you want. You don't have to like book anything or be a professional actor to be an actor. Storytelling can take a shape in so many different ways, so there's no age requirements there. And yeah, I don't think Dory's hiding in my vent. Can you add somebody? Okay, no. What scene is my favorite? Well, actually, what is everyone else's favorite scenes in the show? Like now that you've seen it like more than once, what is the favorite scene that's coming to you now? The kiss. Yeah, the kiss scene. Yeah, that scene was wild, hey? Did you all expect that when it happened? No, you didn't expect it at all? So did you think that they just like hated each other and you're just like, yeah, when I fought, yeah, the bear beaver. Yeah, okay. So you didn't expect it, the poison kiss. It took you by surprise. Was it like, has anyone here seen The Legend of Korra? Oh, there's a, yes. Remember that kiss? That was wild. That was wild. Was it like that? Korrasami, yeah.